guys, it's Sarah and I am here to show you some of the books that I got at the library sale and the Scholastic book fair that were both in the same week. So that was a long week for me because I volunteered at both. All right, we will start with the library sale. These were all $1, so it was fantastic. The first one I got is The Flood Girls, and this is by Richard Fifield. And this was a Target book club pick, so okay, I'll take that. I don't 100% know what this is about though. I read the back and it seemed pretty interesting, and it's has to do a lot with like a small town and some things happening in a small town and maybe some weird things happening. So it was interesting enough for me to go ahead and, pay $1 for it. The next one I picked up is one that I had seen a couple times, and I went ahead and grabbed it because it was a little bit intriguing, and that is 13 Moons by Charles Frazier. And I haven't read anything by Charles Frazier. He did write Cold Mountain, and that was turned into a movie with Nicole Kidman in it, and I've heard really good things about it, but I just haven't read anything by him yet. But this one is heavily about Native Americans and kind of a little bit of their culture, and you're following a young boy going through certain things in this culture and how things are handled. So it sounded interesting. Next one was a big time cover buy. Look at how beautiful this is. This is The Violent Bear It Away by Flannery O'Connor. The author also jumped out at me. I have never read anything by Flannery O'Connor before, but I have heard extremely good things about her writing, and so I figured I would give this a try. It's probably going to be a little bit weird, but I'm willing to go there. And this next one is definitely an author by Jodi Picoult, and this is Leaving Time. I actually read a novella that is a prequel to this, and so I definitely want to read this one and see what the actual story is that inspired that novella. I believe this follows a woman who goes missing, and her family is trying to find her, from what I understand. And the novella was a story about the woman in here who kind of some of her time in Africa. And I think that ties into here as well. So yeah, I love Jodi Picoult. She's my favorite. Okay, so let's talk about what we got at the Scholastic Book Fair. I will show you a couple actually that were for me, and then some that are for Kaylin that she picked out herself. The first one is for both of us, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I have been wanting to read this book, and I'd like to see the movie, but of course I need to read the book first. And I figured I would just go ahead and pick it up while it was there, and this book sale was buy one get one free, so I figured if I'm going to do it, now's a good time to do it. Since we bought that one, I told Kaylin she could get kind of a more expensive, nicer, longer book, and she picked this one. This is Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chotsky. Now, this is a Rick Riordan Presents book, and I think he's doing the same type of thing that James Patterson does, where he comes up with a concept for a book and writers sign on to actually write the story. So I think it's almost like he's directing it, but they are actually writing the book. And I don't know what this is about, but I believe it's a very fantastical book, and it has something to do with a necklace. I think it's either a necklace or a charm or something that has magical powers, and she's trying to prove to people that it's actually a thing, even though she's been kind of notorious for being a liar. But Kaylin actually has already started this. She's a couple chapters in and said that she really likes it so far. And this is definitely one that I would pick up as well. And then something that I picked out for Layla is called The Magician's Hat, and this is by Malcolm Mitchell. Malcolm Mitchell is a professional football player. He is on the Patriots. I think he's injured right now, so I don't think he's like currently playing right now. I think he's nursing an injury, but he actually played for the University of Georgia for a long time. So I watched him play a lot. He was one of my favorite players. He struggled with illiteracy when he was younger, so it took him a long time to be able to read correctly. And he really has taken that on, and he has a big passion for reading, and he has a passion for putting that onto kids as well. And so when I saw this there, I knew he had written a children's book, and when I saw it, I flipped out and I was pushing this on everyone. I was like, if you need suggestions, The Magician's Hat is really good. So I would love to read this with Layla. I'd like her to get to a point where she's reading it on her own. But I saw Malcolm's picture on the back and I was just so happy. I just love him. He's such a great person and he does such good things. So I have no problem supporting him. He's a fantastic person. And the last one I want to talk about, my sweet Kaylin. Okay, she found a book that she wanted, and it was more like a journal / diary type of thing, and it was $10. We had already bought her some stuff, so I told her, you know, if you want that, then you need to spend your own money on it because I have bought you a ton of journals already. So if you want another one, that's something you need to pay for. She was like, okay. So she brought her money the next day and she was going to get the journal. It was $10. And then I told her, you know, it's buy one, get one free. So you need to find something else that's $10 or less that you can get. And she knew that I was looking at a book as well. And the book I was looking at was $10 and she got it for me. And I kept telling her she didn't have to do that. And she did it anyway. She said she wanted to. She said, because I'm the best. And I was trying not to smear my mascara all over the book fair because I was almost crying. She got me A Dog's Way Home. This is by W. Bruce Cameron. And this is the same author that wrote A Dog's Purpose, which I have not read yet. I don't know when I'm going to be ready to because I did have a dog that passed away last year. So I'm still kind of like trying to see if I'm emotionally okay to read a book about dogs yet, even though I have a few. We'll see. I probably will be okay, but yeah. So this is just another one in his series about dogs. And I believe you can get into the brain of the dogs, which I think is really, really cool. And I think this one is a dog going on a journey to find his person. I think they get separated, and definitely giving me like The Incredible Journey vibes, which is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie and it makes me cry every single time. And so when she picked this up and got it for me, my heart just melted a little bit. Okay guys, that is it. That is what I have picked up at the library sale and the Scholastic Book Fair. And I'm just really excited to read all these books. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you read any of these and what your thoughts were. Do you guys go to the book fairs when you can? What kind of things do you like to look for? And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.